Hello there. So, I guess the first thing I should do is say happy holidays to everyone. I hope you all enjoyed your vacation, if you took one, or your holidays in general. Happy New Year, 2019. So, about a week ago, I was actually visiting New York City for the holidays, and I was not able to get as much footage as I wanted to just because honestly, I just forgot. I was just mostly focused on enjoying myself. So I definitely need to get better at that. Just in general, like carrying my little camera around and just filming stuff. Because I guess the more footage I have, the better it'll be for me whenever I'm making these videos. I would definitely recommend going to New York. This was actually my first time going there. I was more of a tourist. I didn't really know where to go or what to do. I tried doing a lot of research, but that only helps so much. So if you still haven't gone to New York City, I would definitely recommend it. I do have a couple of places that I would recommend going. One of the ones that I really enjoy doing is taking the Staten Island ferry, and that's pretty much on the very, very south end of Manhattan. And it's basically a ferry that takes you from Manhattan to Staten Island, and as part of that you get to pass by the Statue of Liberty and you get to see it. It's not, as close as maybe some people would like, but it's free. You don't have to pay for it. So I would definitely recommend it. I actually took the ferry while the sun was setting, which was completely an accident. I didn't plan to do it, but it was so beautiful, honestly, when I did it. Another thing I would recommend doing is visiting Roosevelt Island. I honestly hadn't heard of it before I went to New York. I had to just kind of research random places to do, kind of scenic places to go. And this seems like one of the more low-key places. But what we did when I went there is we took something called the Roosevelt Island Tramway, and I don't really know how to describe it. It's like you get in a little box car. It's like a ski lift. It's like a ski lift. It's like a box ski lift. I don't know how to describe it, honestly. But it basically takes you over the city between Manhattan and Roosevelt Island. And you get to see some really nice views. We went while it was raining, which sucked. But once you get on the actual island, you get to see, different areas of Manhattan from a different angle that you might not have seen normally. Kind of get away from the crowds for a day, I guess. I think one of the most favorite things that I did during this trip was walking across the Brooklyn Bridge. I took the majority of my videos and pictures here just because honestly I enjoyed the views so much, and I actually got my favorite picture walking across the bridge, so here it is right now. And I really enjoyed taking this picture because I think a lot of it was kind of up to chance, that red car just coming by and passing by at the perfect moment with really no other cars in the field of view really made it stand out. And I think the picture in general just has a really good view of the Manhattan skyline as well as the Brooklyn Bridge and some architecture along the way. But I think what really brought the picture together is that red car, because otherwise it would have just been an empty highway. Alright, back to me. So like I said before, those places that I recommended earlier, they were more of a touristy kind of side. I'm not completely familiar with New York City. I definitely want to go there more than once to explore different areas. I definitely want to go there more for the purpose of taking pictures and films instead of just touring, which was nice and cool, but you get tired of it after a while. By the time you're watching this video, winter break is over for me, so I'm gonna be going back to class, studying and trying to graduate. But I think the most memorable thing I did this break was start these videos. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I'm really glad that I finally was just like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna do it. And it's taken a lot more than I thought it would. It definitely requires more planning than I imagined, so that's something I definitely have to get better at, is trying to plan out what I'm gonna do and say for these videos. But I want to ask you, what's one memorable thing that you did over this break? If you're in classes or you go to school, you already know that when you go back to school in your classes, your professors are all gonna want to know those little icebreakers. Tell me one interesting thing you did over break. So you may as well start thinking about it now, and maybe leave it down in the comments if you want. Let me know what you did. So that's all I have for today. If you're still in school, good luck with the semester. And if you're not still in school, then I guess keep grinding, you know. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks again.